Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. You guys, it is Friday. It is Friday, and I'm super excited that this week is over. It's about to be March. It's about to be March, y'all. And what I didn't even notice is that it's Pisces season. Okay, I don't know how I'm a Pisces, and I did not even know it was Pisces season, but we're here. Okay. But y'all, I can't be too happy at the situation today because today we have some really sad news. We have some really sad news, and we have to talk about it. RHOP star, Miss Mia Thornton, it looks like she has cancer, which I think is so unfortunate. And we're going to go ahead and talk about it. I also want to talk about this story. We have a Queen Elizabeth update. Okay, y'all know Jason Lee has been all over Twitter, doubling and tripling down on his Queen Elizabeth story. And we got to talk about it because it looks like Jason was wrong. It looks like the BBC and the CNN was right, and Jason and Hollywood Unlocked was wrong. So we got to go ahead and talk about that as well. If you guys are in the chat, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click that bell button. YouTube just sent me an email, right? Y'all, my nails are so chewed up. I'm so embarrassed. But YouTube sent me an email talking about only 5% of your subscribers have the bell button on. And then y'all be coming in my chat talking about I didn't get the notification. If y'all don't turn that notification bell on, child. We're drinking green tea. It's one of my new regimens. Is that the word? That I do now before I film because it kind of relaxes my voice a little bit so I don't sound like I haven't spoken in years. But okay, y'all. Yeah, Strawberry Baby G 245, the BBC and the CNN, child. Okay. Because for a second there, Jason Lee was planting seeds in my head. I'm like, okay, what if this really is right? Okay. But no, first, let's go ahead and talk about Mia Thornton. So y'all know Real Housewives of Potomac star Miss Mia Thornton. She was a newcomer last season. She's been kind of toying with us a little bit when it comes to her deciding if she's going to come back or not. Fingers crossed that she comes back. And even with the current news that we got today, I want her back even more because I want to see Mia's journey, right? So let me go ahead and put up this Instagram post, okay? Because a lot of y'all going to be in the comments. Can you get to it? Can you get to the point? Y'all have to understand that these lives, they're meant to be elongated, okay? It's meant for us to talk and to drag it out. But no, this is Mia Thornton's page. I believe she created a whole new Instagram page, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know. And I'm not really sure, but it's verified, so I know this is true tea, right? This is her Instagram page, wife, mom, entrepreneur, housewives of Potomac. Oh, so it looks like she still has Potomac in her bio. Maybe that means she's coming back. But y'all, this was her latest post that she put up on Instagram all of 5 hours ago. And it's really, really sad. She says, same time last week, the doctor called me at 7:31 a.m. Mia, I'm so sorry, but your test results came back and I need you to go to Johns Hopkins Cancer Center today. Sidebar, ain't it Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, that work at the university, Johns Hopkins University? Just a sidebar. But the caption goes on to say, you can only imagine the overwhelming amount of emotion G and I endured trying to figure out why. However, even with such terrible news, I felt an extreme amount of peace and energy instilled that allowed me to remain strong. Wow. I've been in and out of visits to specialists every day, and the storm is not over, but this experience is changing me. I know God has a plan, and I know we are often challenged to remain humbled, that tomorrow is not promised, and that our days on this earth are numbered. A message from my heart, a gentle reminder to live, love, and forgive as if today was your last. Be great, kings and queens. And I think she edited this an hour ago, posted it in 5 hours ago, and then made some changes to it about an hour ago. So, y'all, that's so sad. You guys, I am heartbroken at this news. I never like to hear when one of our faves is going through difficult times, especially because it seems like she's saying that she was diagnosed with some form of cancer. This is so unfortunate. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, my thoughts and prayers are with Mia Thornton and her family. Y'all know that she has G, her husband, who I absolutely adore. Loved him last season on Real Housewives of Potomac. She has her 2 young kids. She has her mother that we saw on the season. And of course, she has all of her friends and her employees and her businesses and stuff like that. So, you know, one thing about Mia, I'm glad that she has a support system. She has family, she has friends, she has colleagues. And I just can't believe this. Like, this is really, really unfortunate. Like, oh my God. I love how she said, this is a gentle reminder to live, love, and forgive as if today was your last. Another part about this caption that really stood out to me is the fact that she said, however, even with such terrible news, I felt an extreme amount of peace and energy instilled that allowed me to remain strong. It takes a very secure and humble person to receive news about themselves having cancer and to respond with that with, I felt an extreme amount of peace and energy. That's powerful. That's really, really powerful. So how do y'all feel about this situation, you guys? I'm really, really, really just heartbroken at this. I really am. How do y'all feel? Let's see. Tony Jones is in the chat. She says, hi, Aaron. So sorry to hear about Mia. Wishing her a recovery. Yes, we are wishing, a speedy recovery. Sometimes cancer can drag out. Sometimes, it can be a quicker process. It just kind of depends. And we don't know what type of cancer she has. We know that she got the test results about a week ago, right? But that's really the only other information that we know of, and that she is going to the Johns Hopkins Cancer Center. But other than that, we don't really know anything else. So, it's sad, but I feel like based off of that caption, I think that Mia will get through this, hopefully, prayerfully, right? And I would love for her to rejoin the Housewives for their 7th season, I believe. Because I think it would be really powerful for people at home to watch her journey. I don't know if we've ever had a housewife be a full-timer while going through something like this. I know Greg was on the Housewives while he was going through his treatments, which I thought that was really great. And I loved how Lenithia and Greg, I think they were partnering with the American Cancer Society or something like that. And, Lenithia became an advocate along with a caregiver to her husband. I thought that was a really interesting and powerful message. I liked how they broadcasted that because there's a lot of people out here with family members that are going through similar hurdles in life. So I don't know. I would love to see this play out, but if not, that's fine too. What's important is that she's getting the proper care and that she feels loved and supported. So, y'all, I'm really, really, really heartbroken. Just Simply says, sending prayers to Mia and her family. Yeah, it's a mess. Let's see. We got Boss Keon in the chat. That's the executive producer, y'all. Lucy in the chat praying for you, Mia. Yes. Uh, Janine said doctors can tell you that over the phone. Why not? Why can't they tell you that over the phone? No? I mean, you can get test results over the interwebs, right? Whenever you get blood work or anything tested, they post it on the internet, and all you do is log in and look at your results. So, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. I've never had cancer. I've never had, something like that happen. So I'm not sure what the protocol is, but I don't see why not. What y'all think? Hazelmore Taylor is in the chat, y'all. This is my fave. She says, hey, boo, I'm so sorry to hear about Mia having cancer. Prayers to her on a safe and speedy recovery. I hope she is coming back to RHOP. I didn't like her at first, but she grew on me. Yeah, I liked Mia from the start. I thought she was very confident. I felt like she was very open and transparent. And I really did not understand the backlash that she received from the rest of the cast members when they were all in their confessionals like, oh, Mia just needs to be honest about her stripper days and she needs to be honest about this, that, and the third. And I could have sworn that when she first entered the group chat that she was very forthcoming about her and G, having cuckolds. And she was very forthcoming about her being a stripper and her plastic surgery. And she got her ass and her boobs and her face and her fillers and her lips. She was so forthcoming that everybody was in their diary rooms talking about oh my God, too much information. Like, we did not need to know that. And then fast forward to the reunion, it's like the script was flipped. And everybody's like, well, why don't you just be honest? If you were a stripper, she did just say that. If y'all don't like this woman because she's the new hot thing stepping out on the scene in Baltimore, just say that. Just say that. Just say, I don't like this girl. She rubs me the wrong way. But don't try to come up with these false narratives. Wendy, Zen Win. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. I always liked Mia. I mean, she definitely was a wishy-washer. She definitely, was a flip-flopper. Y'all love to call Cynthia Bailey a flip-flopper. But Mia Thornton was definitely flip-flopper of the damn century. However, I never stopped liking her. I thought that she had a very compelling storyline with her kids, her husband, her family. I thought she definitely got into the drama with the rest of the ladies. I thought she was a great first timer, and I would love to see her on. But if she's not up for a second season, then I would understand. I mean, this woman with this diagnosis is under an immense amount of pressure. This has to be really scary for her. Like, I feel for you, sis. I feel for you. So I would understand if she's like, I'm not doing this shit. I got real life stuff going on. But a part of me feels like Mia's going to give it another shot. What y'all think? A part of me feels like she's not going out without really telling her story. Jeffrey says, hopefully she goes into remission soon. Yes. Yvette says she needs to come back. We need that, Mia. Godspeed. Let it be okay. Praying for you. Foxy Roxy says one is in the hospital and one is the college. Both are in Baltimore. Okay. Miss Cindy is in the chat. She says hashtag F cancer. I agree. Oh, she got 3 kids. Well, I thought Mia had a boy and a girl. Okay, so Mia got 3 kids. Excuse me. Yeah, this is really, really, really sad. Nina Gordon, my fave. She's in the chat. Mia, fight like a girl. You got this. I was a little bit confused. Fight like a girl. Yeah, this is just terrible. It's really, really terrible. So, yeah, y'all, I don't even know what to say, child. Oh, Miss Cindy said plastic surgery causes cancer. I mean, they say breathing in the air causes cancer. They say that green tea causes cancer. They say that the microwave causes cancer. They say sitting in front of a camera and doing YouTube lives cause cancer. I feel like everything causes cancer. And I don't know if you guys are into like food talk, which is like the food section of TikTok, but I run across these TikToks all the time. 2 boys and a girl. Oh, she has 2 boys and a girl. Okay, got you. I I run across these TikToks and they be like, oh, you shouldn't drink, regular milk. It has this and that and the third in it, and this causes cancer. But no, you also can't drink the soy milk because the soy milk has this. And oh, I forgot to tell you that you also can't drink the oat milk because the oat milk got this. And oh, you can't drink the almond milk because it has GMOs and pesticides and all of this other shit and food coloring. And it's like, you can't eat shit nowadays. You can't do shit. You can't eat shit. You can't blink. You can't breathe. Everything causes cancer, child. Okay? So I'm like, at this point, you just kind of have to live your life. You got to live your life. Like, if you live your life being concerned about what causes cancer and whatnot, you're going to have a very sad life. Miss Cindy said, don't be triggered. I'm not triggered, boo-boo. But, listen, I don't know if that's the case. So you're saying that, what is you trying to say? You saying that Mia got too much plastic surgery? I feel like that statement was laced in a lot of shade, and this is not a time to shade, sis, okay? Nina Gordon says, I have two cousins that were diagnosed with cancer, and their slogan is #fight like a girl. Oh, got you. Okay, I didn't know that, but now I know. The more you know. Thanks, sis, for letting me know that. Everything kills us. It's crazy. Yep, that's true. But, sometimes, I feel like, especially when it comes to your diet, you just have to choose the lesser of two evils. Like, am I going to eat the red meat or am I going to eat the white meat? You know what I mean? Like, which one is less deadly? Everything is deadly. Everything is going to kill you. So you might as well just eat what the hell you want to eat. Do what you want to do, child. Get the plastic surgery. Get the titties. Get the ass. You know what I mean? You might as well, child, at this point. I'm speaking 66. I love you, girl. You have been really, really, really loyal to the channel for the past couple of weeks. She says, thank you, Aaron, for bringing this to your platform and always doing so with grace. You are way beyond your years of age and wisdom. Thank you, sis. I really do appreciate that. All right, so before we move on, you guys, prayers up to Mia Thornton and her family. I'm just, like I said, really heartbroken, and I really wish her a speedy recovery. And I hope that God, continues to instill, grace upon her life. I really, really hope that she's going to pull out of this on the other side being successful. So prayers up to Mia and her family. And I would love for her to appear in a second season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. So before we get on to Queen Elizabeth and this Hollywood Unlocked story, I did want to go ahead and shout out our sponsor. You guys know it is still Black History Month, and y'all, we have to support Black businesses, right? Body wash. Okay, Celeste's Nest is adding all new products, and this right here is the lemongrass lavender scented body wash. This stuff smells amazing. All natural ingredients. Honey, use it in the shower, use it in the tub, and after you use it, go ahead and moisturize your body yaddy with the lemongrass lavender scented body butter. Y'all know that I swear by this. Okay, this is like my favorite stuff of all time. A lot of people be complimenting me on my skin, and I credit it to this. Swear to God. Okay, no cap. This ain't Cap City. So go ahead, click the links down below, celestesnest.net. Of course, y'all know you can use my code HOA for some money off. Who doesn't love a discount? Who don't love a discount, child? All right. What y'all saying in the chat, honey? What y'all saying? Actually, I need to put some on right now, because I definitely washed my hands before I got on here. So we gotta do that. Mia has 2 sons and a daughter. Yes, she does. I'm aware. So before we move on, right? Y'all know that I have been very so much in tune with this Queen Elizabeth story ever since the news dropped, or the fake news, the hoax, that, Queen Elizabeth passed away. And that was the doing of Hollywood Unlocked CEO Jason Lee. Okay. I am speaking 66 says, I'm grabbing the body wash. Get it, girl. We must support one another. And since it is all natural, we love the discounts. Yes, I'm telling y'all, the smell is so potent. Like, you're going to be walking around and people are going to be like, oh, what is that smell? What is that smell? Like, sometimes I don't even put on cologne because I know that my body butter is going to give off this lovely lemony smell. And people love it. Anyways, so, okay. Let's get down to business. Queen Elizabeth, right? Hollywood Unlocked posted that story saying that Queen Elizabeth passed. Instagram fact-checked it and said that this was fake news. CNN and BBC and everybody else fact-checked it and said that this is also a hoax. And so we were trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because Jason Lee was all over Twitter not retracting his stories. He was doubling down on the situation. He was getting into fights with our good Sir Roland Martin, calling him fat boy and saying you're a dinosaur and you're old. When was the last time you broke an exclusive? Jason Lee, he's smelling himself. He got a big head. He's hanging out with Beyonce and Rihanna and goddamn Elon Musk and Kanye West and rubbing shoulders with billionaires. He's the new head of media for Kanye West's company. And you can't tell this man nothing. Okay, you cannot tell this man nothing. Hazelmore Taylor says, I placed my first order from Celeste's Nest for the green tea and lemon body butter. Great choice. I can't wait to see how it smells. Thank you for the code. You're welcome, sis. Y'all, your skin is going to be so happy. Trust. But he was all over Twitter doubling down. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with Jason? Like, you look silly. You look silly fighting with Roland Martin and the rest of the peoples. So listen, I was on Twitter today just lurking, and I noticed that Jason Lee posted a tweet, and it says, here's our update on the Queen Elizabeth story. And y'all, I got excited. Okay, I got excited because he was all over Twitter yesterday talking about I have receipts and I have sources and I don't lie. So I was like, is he telling the truth? Is the palace hiding her death? What the hell is going on, child? The headline to this article on HollywoodUnlocked.com says, fact check, 10 reasons why we believe Queen Elizabeth was dead. And there's a picture of Queen Elizabeth II, who's been in power for 70 years. Tuesday afternoon, Hollywood Unlocked posted an exclusive that Queen Elizabeth II had passed away. Not surprisingly, breaking what could have been the most newsworthy story of the decade caused a tidal wave of reactions on social media, with many questioning how site founder Jason Lee had somehow managed to scoop everyone, including major British outlets, on such a massive bombshell, right? On behalf of our small but mighty team, we want to first say that we heard your concerns and acknowledge the sensitivity around this topic. We not only understand the global reach of the British monarchy, but we also recognize that above all else, the Queen is a mother, grandmother, and beloved public figure who deserves to be approached with respect. Given the confusion our original post caused, Lee and everyone else at this publication would like to take a moment to thoughtfully lay out exactly why Hollywood Unlocked believed the 95-year-old royal had passed away and felt empowered to report it. Okay, is y'all listening to this? Jason. Okay, so first, Tuesday, February 22nd, Hollywood Unlocked CEO Jason Lee was contacted directly from a source who was in attendance at the wedding of British Vogue editor-in-chief Edward Enninful. The source claimed they witnessed a call in which news of the Queen's death had been confirmed to a high-profile attendee. They went on to outline the dismay that news created at the star-studded event, which, Jason, we call that hearsay. Okay, yes, you may have had a source, which is fine to report on what sources say, but that is not a first-hand account. None of your people got a phone call like that. None of your people were at the wedding and saw the star-studded event. You weren't there. So your source that you got, that's called secondhand information. That's called a secondary source, not a primary source. You weren't there. You didn't see it. While many have scoffed at the idea that the Queen or anyone associated with her would even attend any fool's wedding, not only is he fashion royalty in the UK, a quick Google image search easily pulls up pictures of him sharing intimate moments with members of the royal family, such as the Queen's eldest son, Prince Charles, and her 74-year-old daughter-in-law, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, and other members of their inner circle. Right? His next point, the Queen was last publicly sighted Wednesday on the 16th when she hosted visitors at Windsor Castle. At the time, analysts speculated that video taken of her greeting incoming Defense Services Secretary Maj Gen Eldon Millar and his predecessor, Rear Admiral James McLeod, these weird-ass names, was shared in an attempt to assure the public that she was in good health. His next point, however, 4 days later, on Sunday the 20th, Buckingham Palace conceded that the Queen had tested positive for COVID-19. It was subsequently announced that due to her diagnosis that she would cease taking in-person meetings. Given her COVID diagnosis and the credibility of our original source, Lee then spoke to another source familiar with the British military. The person confirmed directly to Lee that the palace had been locked down and all the top generals had been summoned into Windsor Castle for an undisclosed reason just 4 hours before Hollywood Unlocked broke the news. It is also worth noting that earlier this month, Queen Elizabeth II announced Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, will be known as Queen Consort once Prince Charles takes over the throne. This illustrates that her mortality was an ongoing discussion that could not be ignored as she celebrates an unprecedented 70 years on the throne. Breaking the news that Britain's longest reigning monarch has passed is no simple matter. And as we previously reported, there is an extensive game plan in place for that occurrence that has been dubbed Operation London Bridge. The accounts we received on Tuesday were aligned with the approach of the London Bridge Protocol and appeared to further substantiate claims that Her Majesty's health had taken a turn for the worse. So you assumed. Okay? You just made assumptions, which is okay. We all make assumptions, Jason, but your assumption was wrong. So instead of going to Twitter and doubling and tripling down, why didn't you just apologize? They say, given the current Ukraine-Russia crisis, we understand that the world is in a space of political unrest right now and have seen the reports that UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson spoke to Her Majesty on Wednesday, the 23rd, a full day after our report. Hollywood Unlocked reached out to Buckingham Palace for an official statement on this matter, but has received no response to date. Why would the palace talk to y'all? Why would they talk to you? Now, I'm not saying that Jason and Hollywood Unlocked ain't shit. I'm not saying that their blog isn't worthy of, big exclusive stories and things of that nature. But out of every publication, why would they just single y'all out and try? It don't make no sense. Why me, House of Aaron? Why would I ever expect for Buckingham Palace to ever get back to me? Even if I had 1 million subscribers, I would never expect the Queen's people, her peoples and her representatives to write me back. Like I'm some sort of New York Times or CNN or BBC or Associated Press. Come on now. They reached out to Buckingham Palace for an official statement on this matter, but received no response. Instead, on the 24th, the BBC reported that Palace spokesperson released a statement announcing that the Queen had postponed 2 virtual appearances that were scheduled for the afternoon, adding no other engagements are scheduled for this week, in which Jason Lee went onto the internet and, quote, retweeted that article and said, like that's suspicious, as if he did not believe that the Queen had COVID and that she was just resting. Although several publications have dismissively characterized Hollywood Unlocked as just a tabloid site, as a matter of record, up until this point, all of our sources have delivered us accurate accounts that have later been substantiated by larger publications. So breaking stories before anyone else is not uncommon or atypical for us. Child. Being first ain't always a cute idea, sis. They went on to say, all news outlets get it wrong sometimes, despite their best efforts, and we will always take full accountability when that happens. That's not what happened on Twitter. But we can't stress enough that we did never intentionally cause unnecessary pain or grief to the monarchy or the public at large, simply for clickbait. And hope we've outlined all of the compelling information that led to our original post. We take pride in the work that we do and the relationships we built behind the scenes that enable us to break stories directly to our audience, even at times when powerful media machines are working hard to distort the truth. Although I've been wrong when breaking a story, although I've never been wrong, and this is a direct quote from Jason Lee. He says, although I've never been wrong when breaking a story because this involves the Queen. Okay, wait, let me back it up. I feel like I'm reading it wrong. Okay, y'all, wait a minute. Although I've never been wrong when breaking a story, he forgot to put a comma. Because this involves the Queen, this is one time I would want to be. Lee clarified Thursday afternoon. And based on Wednesday's report from the palace, I can say my sources got this wrong, and I sincerely apologize to the Queen and the royal family. Woo, baby. I thought, my eyes was deceiving me. No, bitch. Whoever wrote this just didn't have the proper punctuation. With that also being said, this was wrote by Blue Telsuma. I think that's how you say her name. Who I like Blue. She's 1/3 of the hosts on Hollywood Unlocked, the podcast. I like her a lot. I think her opinions and her perspectives on things are really interesting. And she's kind of like the voice of reason to Jason Lee's craziness. I had no idea that she was a writer for Hollywood Unlocked, which kind of makes me a little bit disappointed that she involves herself in this foolishness. But I guess we can now, put this story to bed. Jason Lee was wrong, child. Jason Lee was wrong, and he was fighting to be first. And the whole thing about it is, not only are you wrong, but you're wrong and loud. And the thing about me is that if I come on here and I say something and it ain't true, honey, I'm going to be back on here so quick to be like, y'all, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was just talking shit. I'll be the first one to be like, I don't know everything. I'm wrong. How Nene say, I'm wrong. You're right. Because that's what a humble person does. They admit when they're wrong. That's what they do. Somebody said, what am I drinking? This is green tea, baby. They admit when they're wrong. I've come on here and I said, just 2 days ago, I said I meant to come on here earlier, but I reported that Potomac started filming, and that ain't true. My bad. Like, it's okay to be wrong. And I don't pride myself in being a journalist. See, it is a little bit different when you're a commentator versus a journalist. A journalist, when you're breaking stories, you have to triple verify your sources and triple verify your facts, right? And it is hard when you thought you verified the facts and the facts that you have are alternative. versus a commentator when, we just get up here and we just talk. I'm just talking and I'm just giving my opinion. And sometimes I may report things as facts when I don't really know the facts. Therefore, for me, I don't have a problem with coming on here and being like, baby, I got it wrong. Because I'm not afraid. I think a lot of people are afraid of being wrong. A lot of people have a lot of pride. And baby, my pride ain't never gonna get in the way of me just apologizing. You know what I mean? Like, stop acting like you know everything. How that girl on TikTok say, stop acting like you know everything when you don't. Stop that. Let me see if I can pull that up. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything. That's my favorite TikTok. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything.
Stop acting like you know everything when you don't.
Yeah.
Damn. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything.
Jason, this is for you, boo.
Stop acting like you know everything when you don't.
Yeah.
Damn. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything.
My favorite part is when the girl go, yeah.
Stop acting like you know everything when you don't.
Yeah.
She said, yeah. Y'all, this is my favorite TikTok page. This girl name is Punky Shakia Brewster Hunty. When I tell you that family is crazy, y'all probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But Hunty, that girl said, yeah. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything. Jason? So there you have it, folks. That's all, folks. Hold on, y'all. I love that TikTok. YouTube be tripping sometimes, and I just be wanting to be like, what the is going on? Y'all don't want me to be great so bad. But guess what? I'm from a higher power. Okay? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
I don't believe anybody that's got it by the higher power would talk like Shady and Dixie Cup. Because I am from a higher power, I can promise you.
So Kim,
Period. That's me. That's me. I relate to Kim Zolciak on one thing.
Because I am from a higher power, I can promise you.
so Kim,
Woo. All right, so what y'all think? Let's read some comments. Because I'm from a higher power. Fuck you got going on. Fuck you thought this was. Let's see. Sierra Content says he don't even proofread his messages before sending them. The ghetto. The ghetto. Kevin says D-List Jason is on the same level of thirst as Brandy Glanville. He is disgusting. Ciao. Strawberry Baby G said, no comma, this is their journalism king. Yeah, I was reading that and I'm like, why do I keep reading it wrong? That is the most frustrating. Y'all don't understand. That is the most frustrating thing doing stuff like this, is that when you read stuff like, when I used to be reading Simon Gobadia's posts on Instagram, I used to get so flustered and it would frustrate the hell out of me because I'm like, damn, I really have to like read these captions before I go live and practice the damn captions and rehearse the damn captions before I can even come on here and read the damn things, because y'all misspelling, y'all using words that I ain't never really heard of, it's out of my vocabulary, and y'all not using the correct punctuation. So then I'm coming on camera looking dumb and stupid. Like I got damn dyslexia. Like my eyes are fooling and deceiving me. Like I had to read that damn line 2 times because I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't making sense. What's coming out of my mouth and what I'm looking at and what's registering in my brain is 2 different sentences and it's not making sense. Make it make sense. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything. Y'all, that cracks me up. Woo, I love that. I love that. That is my favorite video. Let's see. Oh, Pamela Moon said because of privacy laws, HIPAA, the results of someone's test results should be revealed in person, not on the phone. So what happens when you receive your test results online? Like, how does that work? I don't really get that. Like, when you get blood work done, they give you there's like an online portal where it stores all of your test results. So like that, they don't do that in person. Jason probably, did I put up the wrong message? Pamela Moon. Kevin says Jason probably did this all for a headline thirsty. Yeah, he was trying to be the next Tasha K, honey. And Jason Lee more famous than ever now. He's had his interviews with Kanye West and stuff like that, but Jason is engulfed in his own scandal. And even The Sun, which I think is a UK publication, is writing articles talking about who is Jason Lee? He famous now, honey. Yore said, I feel stupid for believing him. SMH, I rode hard for this black man. Whatever, never again. Ooh, it's okay. Like, we can allow Jason grace. You know, it's a learning curve, you know. I feel like we can still support Jason Lee, like how a lot of y'all is still gonna support Tasha K, even though I think Tasha K's situation is a little bit different. I think Tasha K intentionally lied. I think she intentionally did this for clout. They do anything for clout. They using my name for clickbait. Press. Cardi don't need more press. Yeah, I think she intentionally put out those stories as a way for clickbait, and it came from a very malicious place. I think Jason Lee was genuinely, he genuinely thought he had a story and did not. So, stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything. That old lady is hilarious. She's funny as fuck. I need to stop cursing. YouTube, don't demonetize me. When I tell y'all I be on TikTok, I be spending hours in my bed. I just be watching. It's this family, right? I don't know where they live, but the daughter of that young lady just records her mother. And all of the grandbabies and all of the kids from around the neighborhood and the school, they be over at her house. They be making a mess. They be making her go crazy. They be joning and roasting each other. They be arguing and debating each other. Like, that house is a mess, honey. And she recently had surgery. I don't know what kind of surgery she had, but I'm assuming it was some sort of like gastric bypass or something like that. But prayers to her. The Queen Tahira Show says, the truth of the matter is history will teach you that the media and news outlets can and will lie and deflect. I mean, that is true sometimes, yes. Sometimes. But I also think, like I said, there is a difference between someone intentionally lying about something to create some sort of narrative to, benefit themselves. And then there's also someone that's just trying to be first. I do think that there is a difference. They're both wrong, but, journalism isn't about being first. It's about being right. It's about the facts. It's not even about being right. It's about doing a service to the people that read your publications. And what I've learned, and I don't mean to downplay the black blogs and stuff like that and, drag on them because, We all just trying to make it out here. But oftentimes I see that a lot of these blog sites do a lot of unethical stuff. And they do it in the name of journalism. And I can't get down with it. I really can't get down with it. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like misleading titles. Like the point of journalism, like I said, is to do public service to your readership, right? The point is to inform your readers, to make sure that your readers are you know, consuming whatever you're giving them. And then they are supposed to make an informed decision about how they feel about the information that you just gave them. And a lot of these people don't be doing that. They just don't be doing that. And it's sad. And I hate it. It's one thing when it's entertainment and gossip and celebrities. That's one thing. But I think what really ticks me off a lot of the times is when I see misleading titles when it comes to politics and when it comes to world news. Because I think that stuff really does matter. And I think a lot of the times you see a lot of misleading titles, a lot of misleading headlines, a lot of misleading stories. I see it happening all the time with Joe Biden. A lot of these blogs post these misleading stories about Joe Biden is doing this and Joe Biden's not doing that. And this is happening here and this is happening there. And I'm like, you're doing your readership a disservice by putting out these false narratives. Yes, technically, the story may be accurate, but the way you're lacing it and your angle is totally distorted. And I think when you mislead the public when it comes to world news, government, and politics and stuff like that, it does have a negative effect on our society. And I do take that stuff a lot more serious than what Wendy Williams is doing or, you know, what's happening on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think it's different. When it comes to entertainment, okay, be sensational. When it comes to like actual really serious stuff, I feel like you should just tell the truth and give us the facts. Y'all get what I'm saying? Am I the only one who thinks like this? I believe online a person would need an account and password to access their test results. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But someone was saying you had to get the results in person. So I don't really know, y'all. Hazel says, on a side note, it is not against HIPAA to get your test results over the phone. The patient does have to sign a waiver to hear over voicemail. The HIPAA rule does not allow others to hear the results. Sonia Jackson said, I've had a cancer scare and I was notified over the phone to come in for further testing. Oh, okay. Someone says, plot twist, what if the queen really passed and they keeping it under wraps since the people don't like Charles? You know, is that a possibility? Maybe. But according to what we know to be true, or what we know to be true according to reputable news sources, that's not true. Child, the people outside is making all this noise. It's ridiculous. It's called My Chart System. It's only set up by your healthcare providers, doctors, and yourself only can log in and communicate with them 24/7, right? That's what I'm saying. But the people are saying you can only get it or in person. You can only get test results in person. And what I'm saying is, if you can get test results online, why can't you get test results? Y'all right, I'm wrong. Can y'all hear that music in the background? Love you more, Lisa. Acme says, you're so right. I don't take headlines serious and seldom read the articles. Can y'all hear that music? Child, these fucking. Let me stop cursing. Anyways, honey. So that's all that I really wanted to talk to you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this Late Notice Live. I really do appreciate that. You ain't had to join me, but you did. And for that, I love you forever. Don't forget, if you're catching the replay, to comment down below. Let's go ahead and have a dialogue. I'm going to go ahead and log off. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click that bell button notification. And of course, we are, promoting Black businesses all month. Check out Celeste's Nest and their body washes, their body butters, and their soaps. Use my code HOA.